we're starting a new series today, and that series is called Living the Christian Life. Now, for those of you with good memories, we had some of the other topics in this series a couple of years ago, and we're continuing on with some different topics this year. And really, as we live our Christian lives, we have the Lord. We look to the Lord for guidance in our day-to-day lives. But some of those things that we face are quite tricky. And so I've just put on the screen a list of what topics we're covering over the coming weeks. And you can see that we're looking at a whole range of topics about guidance, about fellowship, about serving, about persecution. There's a whole range of things. And I pray that as we consider this over the next few weeks, that as we look at each of them, we can reflect on our own lives and be both encouraged and challenged about what the Lord wants us to work on or to serve Him with. Today's reading is going to be from John chapter 13, and we're going to read the first part of that chapter. So just give a moment if you're looking it up. I can see a few people are. It's great. Okay, so John chapter 13. It's entitled Jesus Washes His Disciples' Feet. It was just before the Passover festival. Jesus knew that the hour had come for him to leave this world and go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. The evening meal was in progress, and the devil had already prompted Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot, to betray Jesus. Jesus knew that the Father had put all things under his power, and that he had come from God and was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter, who said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." "No," said Peter, "you shall never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you have no part with me." "Then, Lord," Simon Peter replied, "not just my feet, but my hands and my head as well." Jesus answered, "Those who have had a bath need only to wash their feet. Their whole body is clean. And you are clean, though not every one of you." For he knew who was going to betray him, and that was why he said not everyone was clean. When he had finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes and returned to his place. "Do you understand what I have done for you?" he asked them. "You call me teacher and Lord, and rightly so, for that is what I am. Now that I, your teacher and Lord, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you. Very truly I tell you, no servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. Now that you know these things, you will be blessed if you do them." We're going to sing now before Peter comes to share God's word. And we're going to sing Meekness and Majesty. And as we consider this and we come to think about what Jesus did in washing his disciples' feet, we can think of Jesus in this, being both meek and majestic. Thank you, David.